Hi, it's Joanna Haynes and welcome. I just wanted to share some information with you today around how I use Healy and how it has impacted my life in sort of the areas that it's affected my life. I won't necessarily go through super specifics, although that's coming, and I will be opening up and sharing some about my own journey. But just to give you an idea of actually like, okay, this device is really great. Everyone says it's wonderful and it's changing their lives in some ways, but actually how? So one main area that I really notice the support on with Healy is via my sleep. And yes, there are sleep programs that you can run to support you in the endeavor of sleep at the time, or when I wake up in the middle of the night with some racing thoughts, racing mind, or insomnia, and I can't sleep, I'll use it. However, it also impacts my sleep just through like a byproduct of using it and bringing myself into balance in a lot of other areas in my life means that at the end of the day, when I'm going to sleep, I'm able to turn off my mind and get a more restful sleep. So yes, there's the sleep programs. Excuse me, phone check. Yes, I love using them in the moment for sleep, or when I'm reading my book before I'm going to sleep, I'll run the program just to bring my system down. Yet also, I've noticed that even when I'm not working with the sleep programs, just through bringing myself into deeper harmony and equilibrium in other areas of my life, my sleep has improved. So sleep, huge, huge, huge reason to purchase the Healy. Another one for me is overwhelm. Sometimes my system can go into overwhelm. For those of you who are parents and your children may challenge or activate you at times, or you're feeling like there's a lot to do, or you're being pulled in a lot of different areas. As soon as I start to feel that come, there's programs that I'll run depending on how I'm feeling, or depending on what the Healy tells me to run, because I'll scan my field and with the resonance plus and professional editions, you can scan your field and it actually just tells you what you need. So I default to that a lot. But it can really be supportive to the nervous system and taking me out of a reactive state into a more responsive state. So I will definitely use that when it's energetically overwhelming and also mentally overwhelming. I just like feel like I have a lot to do and I'm spending a lot of time spinning in my head and not actually executing any of it. The Healy is really good at grounding, bringing security, safety back to me so that I can actually like respond to life in more aligned and present state. The other one is around blocks, beliefs, limiting beliefs, subconscious beliefs. There are multiple programs that you can run on here that will, okay, two things I want to say. Often I'll use the programs that are like the Bach flower remedies, the gem elixirs, the Australian flower one. Those ones are for more of like an emotional layer on the subtle body. They are a bit more of a complicated program and can offer a huge amount of information as to what your system needs to be supported, and kind of what is the belief that might be out of balance there, or what's the belief that's showing up for you that needs a little bit of support. And so when I run those programs, when I'm feeling emotional, but I don't know why, or I'm feeling a lot of, I don't want to say turmoil, but just feeling a lot brewing, I will use those programs because it will often bring an unconscious belief into my awareness. I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, this makes so much sense. And so then I can, yes, receive the frequencies, but then I can also use the tools that I have and use my mind and use my breath and use whatever it is that I'm working with to be with this subconscious belief that's now in my awareness. And so I can meet it in a different way. So that's one way, is using those more energetic aura-based programs to get information. And then the other is through the coaching module, the coaching app, that when you put in your specific intention will bring to you the information that you need to either bring some beliefs into balance or to cultivate other beliefs more deeply in another way. So it's like showing you, hey, here's your pathway to moving towards this goal, dream, desire, manifestation, whatever it is that you're putting into the coaching module. So it really shows you some blocks, and it really shows you areas that you can put your attention towards to cultivate more stability behind a certain belief. So huge. It's huge. Again, it can be applied to relationship. It can be applied to business. It can be applied to your personal life, like whatever. You can use the coaching module for spirituality, self-confidence, self-worth, like any area of your life. It's truly incredible. The other way that I use the Healy a lot is with my family. So supporting my partner, my child, my dog. You can, use it to scan their field and support them in ways that they may require. So for instance, my dog's getting older, so I often run, I scan, and then it shows me his eye meridian, and his ears are needing support. And of course his eyes are going because he's old. And my son, usually it's immunity that I would run it on him for as well. And then my partner around stress in business and immunity for sure. So it's just a really beautiful tool to be able to support your family, not just yourself. I just kind of spoke about it, but immunity. As soon as I feel anything coming on, there's some programs in here that can support you in, giving your immunity that boost. It doesn't mean that I don't get sick, but it's usually a lot shorter than it used to be in the past. And sometimes I can nip it in the bud, like right away. I'll run, a lot of programs in a day or two and really support it. So it never really comes to the surface. It's like putting some tea tree oil on the proverbial zit before it comes to head, and really just mitigating it going down a deeper path. My business. I use it all the time. I also use the Mag Healy for a ton of other reasons, but in my business a lot as well. Business, the coaching module, when I'm creating or I'm moving towards something that I know that I desire, yet there's some blocks around it, and it's not feeling as easy or flowy for me, I absolutely use the coaching module around that. The job programs, which have a lot to do with stress and with overwhelm, there can feel a lot of pressure sometimes in life around your business. And so I use those to deeply support my nervous system so that I can come back to center and figure out what actually needs to happen in this moment. Business owners, it's truly amazing. And I guess while I'm on that, this can be used on your body for certain things, but it also can be used atmospherically. And so I love running it in my office, obviously the prosperity program in my office, and also, energy clearing. I do a lot of energy work with people, and we move through a lot of somatic stuff and quantum stuff. And it's really nice to just clear the space as well and clear chakras. So I use that for that as well as this. So business, Healy is amazing. And then lastly, the thing I probably would share about is migraines. I get migraines, and some, like hormonal stuff around my cycle, whether it's a hormonal migraine or the cramps, or, the inevitable, I shouldn't say inevitable, but the stickiness that can sometimes arise during your cycle. So hormones and migraines, I use this a lot to support me. So I'm looking down because I just wanted to make a list of the ones to keep me on track. Otherwise I could go on for ages, but those are the actual real life ways that I use my Healy. Like they support me in so many ways on a daily basis. Usually how I use it is in the morning when I'm kind of getting everything going and getting up and getting my son ready. I'll run a program while I'm puttering around in the morning. I'll usually do one in the office while I'm either on a call. You can multitask. And then I do often enjoy running one in the evening just to kind of help wind my system down. So yeah, I'm using it throughout my day, and with the coil, when you don't always need to use the wristband, so you can attach it to the coil and just pop it on your shirt and carry on throughout your day. So that is what I wanted to share with you, the practical ways that I use it. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time to be curious about Healy with me.